my name is Alyssa and welcome back to day 5 of your 30-day Pilates challenge. Today's focus is going to be upper body, but we're also going to be focusing a lot on the spine because our arms connect to our back body, and we're also going to be focusing, of course, on core because it is Pilates and all of our movement comes from our center. We're going to start with just a little bit of movement here through the shoulder joint to wake up the upper body. I want you to reach your arms up to the ceiling. I want you to feel the shoulders pulling out of the ears. You should feel the shoulder blades pulling down your back. Already think about pulling up from the abdominals so that you can have a nice strong spine. I want us to lift our shoulders up to our ears and then pull your shoulders out of your ears. Shoulders lift all the way up, squeeze to the tops of the ears, and then pull the shoulders all the way out so you have space between the tips of your ears and the top of your shoulder. As you're moving here through this lift and lower of your shoulders, also known as elevation and depression of the shoulders, I want you to feel this release of tension every time you drop the shoulders out of the ears. Release any tension through this upper trap area of the neck. One more, shoulder shrug up. And then shoulders shrug down. Pause here. Circle the arms back behind you as the palms flip out to your sides. Reach the arms forward. Flip the palms as the arms circle behind you. Open through your chest. And in. Let's do 2 more. And around. Last one. Big circle up. Open through the chest. Open through the shoulders. Reach the arms forward. Press your palms out in front of you. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. My elbows stay straight the whole time, and then I'm going to push my shoulder blades apart as I reach my palms forward. My shoulder blades squeeze together, and then my shoulder blades pull apart. This is also known as protract and retract of your scapula or your shoulder blades. And we're just trying to find all the different directions that our arms can move in here. Find that full range of motion through this shoulder joint. 2 more, pull the shoulder blades in, push the shoulder blades apart. Last one, pull the shoulder blades in, push the shoulder blades apart, reach the arms up. Let's take a couple more circles here. Reach forward, up and back. Just for 2. And 1. Let's reverse that circle. Reach the arms back, up, and around. Let's circle for 3. Circle for 2. 1 more. And then relax. Let the arms fall. Let the shoulders relax. Let's come onto all fours. I'm going to have you bring your wrist right underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. We've been here before. We're going to come into sternum drops today. So I'm going to have you drop your sternum down towards the mat, your shoulder blades squeeze together. Then you're going to push your sternum away from the floor, the shoulder blades pull apart. That same action we were just doing seated, but now we're in this quadruped position. We're squeezing the shoulder blades, dropping your sternum, push your sternum away from the floor as you stretch the shoulder blades across the back. I want you to start to notice, now that we're working against gravity, as you push your sternum away, feel those tiny muscles along the upper back between the shoulder blades working here. Let's lower for 3. Lower down for 2. 1 more. And just get some movement of the spine. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Flowing here. Take it into circles. Circling the crown of the head and the tailbone around. And then reversing that circle. And then I want us to find a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Your shoulder blades should be in a nice neutral position. My shoulders are pulling away from the ears. I'm going to press into the balls of my feet and lift to a hover. I'm going to inhale, tap my knees down. Exhale, lift my knees back up. I'm finding now this shoulder stability here. So my upper body is locked in place. I'm not sinking here through the shoulders at all, but I'm actively pressing my hands into the floor to keep my sternum lifted. Let's go 3 more. Lift up for 3. Lift up for 2. I want you to lift and hold. We're going to come back to those sternum drops. Drop your sternum down. Push your sternum away. Let's go for 5. A little more challenging. 4. Keep the core in for 3. Modification, just keep the knees down. 2. 1 more. And then lower the knees. Good. Untuck the toes. Flip your wrist so that your palms face the ceiling. And just come off of it a little bit. Just take that counter stretch here through the wrist. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff here on the upper body on the wrist. So if you ever need to come into fist, feel free to take that modification for yourself. Go ahead and come back onto that all-fours position. From here, I want us to walk our knees together, shift forward. We're in this modified plank. We're going to take it into modified push-ups right away here. I want your elbows to bend to narrow, and then you're going to push yourself back up. Up to you if you prefer to have the feet lifted. That's also a good option here. We're just doing 3 more. Elbows are tucked in by my side for 3. I'm lowering my body down for 2. 1 more. And then lower the knees. Come back to that quadruped position, walk the knees under. Tuck your toes, lift back to the hover. From here, all I want us to do is lift our hips up to a downward dog, take a stretch. Shift forward, back to that all fours. We're in the hover. Lift up to your downward dog. Shift forward, back to the all fours. Let's lift up for 3 and shift. 2 and down. 1 more, shift back. Shift forward, pause. I want us to start to shift our weight to the left, twist to the right, just reach your right arm up to the ceiling. And then lower back to center. Shift your weight into the right arm, twist open to the left. And then come back in. 2 more, just find that rotation. And in. Last one, feel that twist. Center, downward dog, take that stretch, hips up to the ceiling. Shift your weight into the heels, breathe here. This time we're going to walk it forward to a full plank position. Make sure those wrists are right under your shoulders still. Breathing here. We're just going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down on 1. Untuck your toes. Hands are open the width of the mat. We're going to find that modified plank again. Option to bring the feet up. Wide arm push-ups this time. I want you to slightly angle your fingertips in a little bit. We're going to lower your chest to the floor and then push your chest up. Elbows can reach out to the sides now. We're getting a little more work through the front of the chest now. Let's lower for 3. Lower for 2. 1 more. Lower and lift. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Lower all the way down to the floor, chaturanga. Relax at the bottom. I want us to reach our arms open to a T. Legs are open into a small V. From here, the arms lift up. You lift the back. You lower the back. Lower the arms. Lift the arms. Lift the back. Lower your back. Lower your arms. I want you to feel this in the back, obviously, of the spine, but also in the back of your shoulders here. Your posterior delt should be firing up. Let's lift for 3. Lift for 2. 1 more. And lower, lift everything up, pause. I want you to bring your pinky fingers, tap them in towards your hips. Circle your arms all the way overhead until you tap your thumbs. Circle the arms around, tap your pinkies in towards your hips. Circle the arms around to tap your thumbs. Give me 4 more like that. Circle the arms for 4. And tap the thumbs. Circle around for 3, lift a little higher. And reach overhead. 2 more, circle back for 2. And over, 1 more. Circle, reach the arms back. Lift even higher, and then lower down. Rest one ear down to the mat. Take a second here. We're gonna do one last set of extension work just in this position. I want us to reach our hands behind our head, interlace the hands, lift your elbows up, inhale, lift up to your extension, exhale to lower down. 6 more. For 5. 3. Elbows stay up. 2. And 1. Relax down. Just roll on over to your back for me. I want you to bring your feet in line with your hips, your arms to the ceiling. Pull the shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, curl forward into your chest lift. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, lift from your rectus abdominals. Inhale to lower. 3 more. Breath is guiding the movement. 2. You're gonna lift and hold. Stay there. Reach your left arm up by your ear. Push your left arm down. Right arm reaches up. And you lower. We're lifting the arm forward. And press. 3. Modification, just lower the head. 2 more. 2. Keep that neck nice and long. 1 more. Lift. Lower down. This time, exhale, lift up, chest lift. If you want to challenge, this time lift both arms up. And then press both arms down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Always an option to come back to single arm. We're lifting for 4. And push. 3. Your abs are what's keeping your chest pulling forward. 2. And lift. 1 more. Up. And press. Lower down. Breathe here. We're coming into our hundreds next. Modified hundreds. You're going to lift up to your chest lift. We're going to pump our arms. Vigorous pumps from the triceps and the shoulders. You're going to breathe for count of 5 in. Out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, reach a little further, and then lower down. Good. That should be about 50, I hope. Sometimes I lose track counting as I'm doing it. That's half of our set of hundreds. Our next set, you have the option to stay there, or you can bring the legs up to tabletop for this added challenge. Arms are going to come to the ceiling. We're going to lift up. We're going to start to pump the arms. Inhale. Last one. Pause, lift a little higher, and then hug the knees and lower down. I was better at counting on that one. We did do 50. Eventually, by the end of this month, we're going to build our way up to just do our full hundreds. Full hundreds position with the legs straight, and just do 100 in a row. Really nice, everyone. Let's go ahead and bring the feet back onto the mat. I want us to bring our arms up to the ceiling, and let's just find that chest lift again. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. 3 more just like that. Resetting for 3. And down. 2. And lower. 1 more. Lift in, hold. Flip the palms. Pulse up 6 times. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Grab behind your hamstrings. Rock yourself up a couple times. Massage your spine along the mat. And then bring yourself up to seated. We're going to take it into a side plank next on our forearms. So I want you to bring your left elbow down onto your mat. Your right leg is going to be straight out in front of you. All we're gonna do is really push down through that bottom foot, reach your right arm to the ceiling, and then step your left foot underneath. If you need to stay in this modified position, just keep that knee down. Find what works for you today. I want us to just hold this plank here. You're pulling that left shoulder out of your ear. You're tucking your hips under so that the glutes are active. You're reaching your right arm up to the sky. You can either hold, or we're just gonna dip your left hip down and then bring your hip back up. Dip the hip down and lift. 3 more, 3, and reach, 2, stay out of that left shoulder, 1, hold here, and then lower down, really nice. I want us to come onto our left hand here. Everyone have that left knee down. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Just take a twist for me. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. 2 more, exhale, twist. Inhale to lift. 1 more, exhale, find that twist. Inhale to lift. Breathe up and over to that side bend. And then come all the way up. We're gonna come onto the other side. So your right elbow is gonna be down onto the mat. Step your left foot out. Left arm to the ceiling, step your right foot out as well. Find this position. We're pushing this right arm into the mat, pushing the right shoulder out of the ear. And now tuck the pelvis to push your hips forward. Either hold the plank or dip the hips down. Lift the hips up, lower, and lift. Feel like there's a string attached to your left hip, pulling it to the ceiling. 2 more, lift 2. Just smiling through the pain, lift it, hold. And then let's go ahead and lower the knee down. Good, everyone come up onto your right hand. From here, we're gonna take a twist, thread your left arm through, and lift your arm up. Thread through, and lift 1 more like that. Thread, reach up, side bend, up and over, and come to seated. All right, let's go ahead and find a reverse tabletop position. We're gonna prep this. Your arms are gonna reach back behind you. Fingertips face in towards you. I want us to bend our elbows into this shoulder stretch. Push your arms straight, lift your chest to the ceiling. Bend the elbows deep into that shoulder stretch. Push your arms straight, lift your chest to the ceiling. 2 more. Bending back. And lift. 1 more, bend. And lift. You can always stay there if that's enough for you today. Walk the feet in a little closer if we want to add on. I want us to start to tuck our hips, roll the hips up into this reverse tabletop position. Try to roll the shoulder heads back as much as possible, looking straight up to the ceiling so the neck is long, and then lower the hips back down. Tuck the hips under, press down through the feet, through the hands, roll through the spine as much as you can to let the hips lower. 2 more, hips tuck, reach the pelvis to the ceiling, push the chest up, and lower. 1 more. Don't sink through your shoulders, push through the floor, lower down, pause with the hips in a hover, bend the elbows, and straighten. Walk the feet in maybe a little closer if you need. We're just doing mini tricep dips here through the upper body for 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Everyone reach your right leg up. If you want that challenge, bend down and lift. Down and up. Maybe lift the hips just a little higher. Increase that range of motion through the upper body. 2 more, 2. And 1. Lower the right foot down. Lift the left leg up, lower, and lift. Make sure we're pushing evenly through both arms. Let's go down to 4, 3, build in a little bit of heat, 2, and 1. Lower the foot, lower the hips. Straighten your legs, just reach the arms up and around into that forward fold. So good, everyone. Breathe here. Roll yourself up to seated. Just take a couple shoulder rolls up and back. Reverse that shoulder roll up and around. And let's just take a quick stretch here with your right arm. Reach across, hook with that left arm and just take that stretch here through the shoulder. Who knew Pilates could have so much upper body work? Switching other side. And then let's go ahead and take that right arm, reach behind you. With that left hand, pull that tricep back. Try to keep the chin lifted here. If you want, you can take a slight bend to your left. Bring yourself back up. Release that arm. Left arm reaches back. Right hand grabs the left elbow. Stand nice and tall. Option to side bend to the right. Bring yourself back up. Release your arms. Really nice work today, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow for our full body workout for day 6.